China's mini aircraft carrier is one of the most advanced warships in the world. Even among the U.S. Navy's mighty battle fleet, there is no other ship quite like Sichuan. And while she is the first of her kind, she certainly won't be the last. On December 27th, at the Hudong shipyard, just outside the glittering, sprawling city of Shanghai, the Chinese Navy launched one of the largest, most innovative warships in the world, Sichuan, named for the Chinese province of the same name. Sichuan looks like a flat-deck amphibious assault ship, which is capable of sending Marines ashore via helicopter and landing craft. But there's a twist. It has an electromagnetic catapult system pioneered by the United States that can launch fixed-wing, carrier-based warplanes. Even among the U.S. Navy's mighty battle fleet, there is no other ship quite like Sichuan. And while she is the first of her kind, she certainly won't be the last. As naval warfare evolves and unmanned aerial drones take to the seas, ships that can launch and recover the drones in large numbers will become vital members of the fleet. For instance, 100 miles off the coast of China lies the island of Taiwan. The island's democratically elected government is the last remnant of China's government that fled to the island after losing the Chinese Civil War in 1949. The Chinese Communist Party, rulers of the mainland People's Republic of China, considers Taiwan a political renegade and has promised to unite the two by force if necessary. One of the goals of China's 4-decade-long military buildup is to create a force capable of launching a successful invasion of Taiwan. An operation to take the island would require crossing the Taiwan Strait by sea and air, capturing beaches, ports, and airports, and then landing heavy mechanized forces to crush opposition and capture the capital city of Taipei. The tip of the spear would be the 8 brigades of the People's Liberation Army, Navy, Marine Corps, otherwise known as the Chinese Marine Corps. Sichuan is designed to carry those troops into battle. The 850-foot-long warship can carry more than 1,000 Chinese Marines and deploy them against coastlines by air and sea. Sichuan is designed to embark a fleet of medium and heavy lift helicopters to ferry Marines and their equipment to shore. It's also designed to operate landing craft, especially the Type 726 Mustang hovercraft inspired by the U.S. Navy's Landing Craft Air Cushion, or LCAC, transport hovercraft. To accomplish this, Sichuan is fitted with a well deck, a floodable stern section that can load troop-carrying watercraft, flood the compartment with seawater, and then float them out into the open ocean. Sichuan is also a drone aircraft carrier. The ship is equipped with electromagnetic launch catapults capable of sending fixed-wing aircraft aloft and 3 rows of arresting gear to safely recover them after flight. 3 elevators ferry aircraft from a cavernous hangar below to the flight deck above. The ship is optimized to carry attack drones. In 2024, the Center for Strategic and International Studies noted that a testing facility near the shipyard was operating under GJ 11 sharp sword unmanned combat aerial vehicles, more than 30 feet long and powered by jet engines. The arrowhead-shaped GJ-11 is faster and more heavily armed than the U.S. Air Force's MQ-9 Reaper drones. It is also stealthy, allowing it to evade radar as it penetrates enemy airspace with a payload of satellite and laser-guided bombs. CSIS also assesses it as carrying the WZ-7 reconnaissance drone and the smaller, less capable KSC Rainbow Strike UKV. The combination of amphibious ship and carrier gives the Chinese Navy great flexibility in tailoring Sichuan to a mission. If the mission were a forced entry amphibious landing, it would carry transport helicopters and hovercraft. Once the Marines are ashore, it could reconfigure as an air platform, using its attack drones to conduct close air support airstrikes, hammering Taiwanese defenses as the Marines fan out across the island. If China were to conduct a blockade of Taiwan, closing it off to commercial shipping in an attempt to force it to surrender, it would embark drones to patrol the airspace and boarding teams that would inspect ships by helicopter and small boat. The ship could even embark anti-submarine helicopters to search for Taiwanese and American submarines. Sichuan is no doubt an innovative ship, but the question is, could it be a bit too innovative for its own good? Is combining a carrier and amphibious ship the equivalent of pairing peanut butter with chocolate or peanut butter with sushi? Electromagnetic aircraft launch gear is complex, expensive, and a luxury for a part-time carrier. While the U.S. Marines operate the F-35B short takeoff NAR vertical landing strike fighter from amphibious ships, the jet doesn't require catapults and arresting gear to take off and land. China wants aircraft like the F-35B, but decided to do better. A critical read of Sichuan is that, lacking the tech to build its own F-35B, it is forced to build ships with catapults and arresting gear and operate drones instead. Sichuan is a modern-day marvel, but beneath the headlines, it's a fantastic idea and a reminder that despite China's tremendous progress, the West still underestimates China. There is good reason why the China Navy would order more similar ships, and it has the manufacturing capacity to go with it. China may not want peanut butter with sushi, but if it wants both, for now it must have them together.